Monkey, and I am the creator of Mano. This video is a very special one because it's the number 100. I cannot believe it's already 100, but yes. So I want to have a special video to explain a little bit what is Mano, why I came to work on this 4 years ago, what was my intentions, what we have done until now, and what are the other projects that I have related to this. Many of you, as you know, I had cancer 11 years ago, and Mano is 4 years now. So why I decided to make Mano is a long story, but the thing is that when I was already like 7 or 6 years, I started to do this program called A Fresh Chapter, and one of the homeworks that they put us to do was to do a volunteer work. Since it was COVID time, I couldn't go outside to do the volunteer work, so I decided to do something at home. And since I have been struggling at that time with sharing my story, and I felt kind of alone about all the post-treatment side effects, and I wanted to connect with more people, I thought that making a YouTube channel to connect people and talk about the emotional, physical, and social effects of cancer was going to be a good idea and a nice project. So I started this project by interviewing some friends that I had that they were also cancer survivors. And I started talking about side effects like chemo brain or chronic fatigues or things like that. Well, I finished this program that was only 8 weeks, I think so. And I like it. I really like to interview people, to talk with people around the world. And in that moment, I thought that talking about cancer was a problem in Latin America. Like, we didn't talk about enough in Latin America, where I come from. So the first interview were in Spanish and were only with cancer survivors from that region. And it was like a challenge, like to find a cancer survivor from every country. And I started asking people, the people that I have known on these years, not necessarily cancer survivors, and I started asking them like, hey, do you know a cancer survivor that wants to have an interview? A very chill one. It's an interview that is not about the treatments, it's more about the person, because I want to show the person apart from the illness. And yeah, in 1 year, I achieved to interview a cancer survivor from every country in Latin America, and even from the US and in Canada. So after I finished, I was like, okay, what else? And at that moment, I was living in Europe, so I thought like, okay, I have many friends that are cancer survivors from Europe, so I'm going to interview cancer for some survivors from Europe as well. And I thought like, why not the world? So I started interviewing cancer survivors from everywhere. And yeah, until now, I am very happy to say that I have interviewed cancer survivors from 36 countries. And I have interviewed 74 cancer survivors. I was reading like the statistics just yesterday, and I was impressed. Like, I have talked with so many people, and they have been so kind to give us their stories. So I feel very blessed about that. And the other thing is that at the beginning, I thought like, okay, nobody's going to watch this. Probably this is more for me than for other people. And even the subscribers are not too many. I have seen that we have more than 80,000 views and people that watch the whole video. So in a way, I think that I'm putting the material there if somebody needs it and people are watching it. That's the thing, like, cancer is everywhere and it's a very important topic. And sometimes when you are dealing with this treatment or somebody else is dealing with this treatment and do you want to understand a little bit better, looking a friendly face or looking another cancer survivor that is talking about it could be really healing and could be really helpful. So I'm very happy that it's working, and so many people have brought to me like, hey, I want to be interviewed, or this video really helped me during my treatment. So that makes me really happy and gives me more motivation about keep doing this. So I still am doing this as a voluntary work. I just love to talk with cancer survivors from everywhere and to learn about them. I have learned so much about them. And also I want to say that like this was possible thanks to also Monica, that is a friend that she's the one doing all the editing, because without her, like, this project had been gone like 2 years ago since I was so busy with work. So she really helped me to keep going and keep going until 4 years. So also a big applause to Monica. Okay, so I already told you how this started, my intention. And I want to say, well, until now, how many people I have met, how many people I have interviewed. Something very important that I have learned is that even like the treatments and the mentality about cancer is not the same in every country. Like the illness is the same, and there is still a lot of stigma about it. And it doesn't matter if you are from a low, middle, or high country, like there is still this fear about talking about it. So one thing that I have done since I started Mano is to start working on this like more professionally. So right now I'm a researcher and patient advocate for cancer survivors, and especially I specialize on equity, diversity, and inclusion in cancer care. And I want to make this globally. Like, for me, it's not fair that a person is being cured in one country and in the other one no, because they didn't have the resources. So one of my goals is like try to talk about this more and try to take actions about it. So that is my work, and I love it because I work with also cancer survivors, and they are super motivated about this topic as well. And I had the chance to meet so many people and to travel thanks to this common goal that we have to a better life for cancer patients and survivors. The other thing that I have done, and I think like you have seen in social, is that for me, one way to start talking about cancer is to teach kids since they are little about it. And this will make that as an adult, they are going to be less fear of this disease. My motivation is that I believe in better mental health for cancer survivors and cancer patients and even family comes from good education since you are a kid. It's to prepare us for the future. It doesn't mean that everyone is going to have cancer, but at least if we talk about it, you're going to meet someone that is going to deal with this, and you are going to be a more empathetic and more compassionate person. I brought a book and I think you have seen it. It's Can Can and the Adventure of the Main Island. This is the first book of 3. It's going to be a trilogy, and it's based on research. So a cancer journey is divided in 3 stages: the diagnosis, the end of the treatment, and the life after cancer. I'm already writing the second one, and so many plans for the third one, and that one is going to be very special for me, because for me, life after cancer was the most difficult part of this journey. So this is what I have been doing regarding this topic. I'm very passionate about opening the conversations, talking about early education of cancer, and to connect with more people. So also cancer have given me so many good friendships. Many of my best friends are cancer survivors, and it's just that we see cancer in a different way, I think so. And also life. I think we have maybe the same traumas, but also the same vision of life. The thing that makes you just a little bit happier because you're alive and you're enjoying. And yeah, so for me, cancer, for many people, is a very painful and could be very painful, but for me, it's something that happened because it had to happen, and I'm alive because I have to do something else. So if you want to be interviewed, just send me a message or email. I am very happy to meet new people. More interviews are coming. I already interview people from many places, and many places that I thought that it was going to be so different to my culture, and at the end it's super similar. So keep tuned to Mano, and I'm very happy that I'm sharing this with the world, and that people is very interesting to see about this topic. Thank you. Bye.